Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to draw Mario and I'm just going to start him in pencil because who's ever tried to draw things in pen straight up and ran into some issues and they've had to start again? Well, I know I have. Pencil and planning your work can make you become a better drawer. So I'm just getting his head shape there. Now his body is actually shorter than his head, so it's probably about a third, 2/3. So that's why I'm bringing that up. That's his overalls, and his overalls will come down to here, like that. Now his arm is going to come around, and then this is where his big glove is going to sit inside that shape. Now, when you're drawing, the more you practice, the better you're going to get, but also breaking it down and planning your drawings out is a much better way to go about it than just drawing straight in pen, especially for the trickier pictures. Okay, that's his other hand. So this hand's closer, this hand's going back. We call that foreshortening. Now bringing this back around and then bringing that around like so. That's his leg going back and he's got his boot. Now his other leg is going to come out like this. That's his leg and his trousers. There's a button there. And this is his boot coming around like that. And then like this. And this is the sole of his shoe there. Okay, now to where his hat's going to go, because he's got his hat cap on like that. And he's got a cool shape hat, so it comes around. His ear's going to be in there. We're going to have an eye there and an eye there. And an eyebrow that's actually in his hat. And then he's got his mustache that sits in sort of there, and then he's got his mouth. And then this comes up a bit more for his hat. There we have the basic construction lines of Mario. Now let's map him in and make him look good. I'm going to outline my Mario in point 3 and I'm going to start with his nose shape, bringing his nose around like that. And then he's got his mustache on this side, it comes down and around, and then there's a bump there. 2, 3, and another bump, and then his end of his mustache comes up and around. Bring that back in. Now he's got his top of his mouth in there. The bottom of his mouth comes around like this. And we can put in some of the other details when we colour that in. But we can put a teeth line there, and then a mouth tongue line, and I'm just going to colour that in black. Now let's start with his cheek. Start up here, and then come down into a bit more of a point. Bring it around, back up, and then that comes in there. And you can see a little bit of hair and only a tiny bit of his ear on that side. And then I'm going to bring that all the way up to the top. Then we're going to put his eye on. That's the colour of his eye, and then this is the eyeball or the pupil, and he's looking that way. So now we've got to get his other eye in here and doing the same. One, another curve. Don't forget to leave the white bit. Now if you accidentally colour that in, I would recommend a gel pen, can work pretty good. And then don't forget his eyebrows and his other eyebrow. And bring that around for his cap. And then notice how his eyebrows are actually inside the hat. So his hat comes around and then tucks in behind his ear, and then he's got his ear like a C, and another line, and another line here, or an oval shape. Don't forget some of his hair that comes down, shape like that for his hair. And he's actually got a little bit of hair coming off the back there. Now he's got his hat that comes around and comes back and joins onto there. And then he's got his hat that comes all the way around like this. And then we've got this shape here for the M for Mario. And now an M, I'm drawing the bottom of the M. And there's the top of the M. Now the more you draw Mario, the better you'll get at drawing Mario. Now this is going to be his hand, so he's got his finger coming down like that. There's one finger. Here's his second finger. They're sort of folding around like this. 1, 2, 3. And then he's got his little finger there like that. And then you've got his hand that comes around like that. And then he's got this white bit at the back. And don't forget to put his thumb on there like this. Thumb. And he's got his arm. His overall jacket there. And another outline for that part. Now Mario, what a great character he's been for Nintendo. Starting with the Nintendo, the NES, and I remember playing Mario World on that, and then Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo that I used to own when I was a kid. Bring that around for his other arm, comes around. Now the part of his hand, like that's that part, and then he's got his fingers, you can only just see some of his knuckles there, and then he's got his hand coming down like that, and his thumb is coming backward like this, like that. And when we put some shading on that, those fingers will look much better. Now don't forget his pants come down and around, so bring that line around. Then he's got a line here on his overalls, and then he's got his leg coming out, so these are his pants, and then this is his boot coming around. Now this is the sole of his shoe coming around like this. That's a continuous line. Then he's got an edge of his sole like that, and then it comes back in, and it comes out and around like that. So there's the bottom of his shoe like that, and then we've got this part of his leg coming into there. This leg comes out and around and back up. Now I can guarantee you that the more you draw, the better you're going to get. If you've got a goal to become a better drawer, practice. Draw and draw and draw. And there we have Mario ready for some colour. Let's outline Mario with a thicker outliner, and I'm just going to speed that up.